Hi, today we discuss about the valid contract. An agreement is a valid contract if it fulfill all the essential elements of a requirement of a contract given under the section 10. A valid contract is enforceable by law. According to section 2I, it is an agreement enforceable by law. An agreement becomes enforceable by law when all the essential elements of a valid contract are present. If one or more of these elements are missing, the contract is either void or voidable or illegal or enforceable. Void contract. Literally, the word void means not binding in law. According to the term, void contract implies a useless contract which has no legal effect at all. Such a contract is as far has been no contract at all. It is a contract without any legal effect and cannot be enforced in a court of law. Section 2I says that a void contract is a contract which ceases to be enforceable by law. For example, where both parties to an agreement are under a mistake fact, section 20, when the consideration or object of an agreement is unlawful, section 23, an agreement made without consideration, section 25, etc., or insistence of void contract. A void contract is a legal contract which is invalid from the start. Become some aspects of the contract renders if unenforceable or illegal. This is a contract with a voidable contract, a contract which is valid at the time it is created but which can be cancelled or voidable later. It is important to distinguish between these two legal concepts because while no performance is required under a void contract, if it is possible to be bound by a voidable contract. Reasons for void contract. These are essential. Several reasons why a contract can be void, which are as follows. First one is illegal activity. The first reason is because the contract involves an illegal activity. People cannot be found by the law to participate in an illegal act. For example, a contract between the drug dealer and a customer is a void contract. Drug dealings cannot be their customers for non-performance because there is no contract to hold the customers to. Second one is impossible to perform. Another reason to contract might be void because it is structured in such a way that is cannot be performed. Then variety of things may be causes to contract to be impossible to perform. A contract which is not structured, property and illegal is a class void. For example, a person cannot enter into a contract with President Roosevelt because President Roosevelt is dead on the contract and not enforceable. Likewise, contract which involves coercion may be considered void because it is not legal. Void agreement. According to section 2 subdivision G of the Indian Contract Act, an agreement not enforceable by law is void. The void agreement does not give rise to any legal consequences and is void ab initio. In the eye of law, such an agreement is no agreement at all form, it is very inception. A void agreement should be distinguished from a void contract. A void agreement never amounts to a contract as it is void ab initio. A void contract is valid when it is entered into, but subsequently to its formation something happens which makes it unenforceable by law. The following are type the void agreement. Agreement by or which a person incompetent to contract, agreement made under a bilateral mistake, agreement made without considerations, and agreement is a meaning of which is uncertain, agreement which is consideration subject is unlawful, agreement to do impossible acts. One voidable contract. Voidable contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law at the option of one or more parties but not at the option of the other or others is a voidable contract. For example, a contract brought about as a result of coercion, undue influence, fraud, representation would be voidable at the option of the person whose consent was caused by any one of these factors. Thank you.